So I know TikTok is literally ending, but my students just gave me a lesson today on all these different new terms, because if I don't get asked on a daily basis if I've raised my ya today, it's not a normal day. And that is just so bizarre. So allow us to learn these together. Glaze. And I quote, Mrs. Tuff glazes the girls. What? Apparently that means to feed compliments to people. That's like over the top, favoritist, like favoritism kind of a vibe. So to glaze, to favorite something over something else. Sweat, and I quote, yo, Trey is a sweat at Roblox. Apparently that means that they're a tryhard, or they play it too much, or they just play it really well. So I cannot decide if it's an insult or a compliment to be called a sweat. So no idea. Of course, we have the ya. Raise your ya, always. Chat, and I quote, Evan left the chat, or chat, I need some help. Chat, I need help. It's literally like they're streaming, but they're not. And they just are talking to the chat, but they use chat all the time. Drag, or dragged, and I quote, and I don't know what this means, so I'm sorry, but it says Vexbolt dragged the let it cook thing. So apparently it means like overused. So to like drag it on, that makes sense to me. That makes sense. Like Riz makes sense, charisma, like that, those make sense. Pookie, looked up the regular term for Pookie. Interesting. But now apparently it's normally used as like a, hey Pookie, like, hey, what's up Pookie, kind of a thing, like a nickname for somebody that normally is said between friends, but yeah. And then DTI. I literally said, what is DTI? Like, what does that mean? And the entire group was like, DTI baddies. What? Apparently it's dressed to impress from Roblox, but to be a DTI baddie is like, you play it all the time, and like, yeah. Creative, I like them. If I were to rate them, glaze, 8 out of 10. Confusing, but creative. Sweat, 2 out of 10. Don't know if it's an insult or a compliment. Raise your ya, 10 out of 10. Love it. I'm born and raised opera singer, trained, love it. Chat, 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Not creative, come on. Drag, 10 out of 10. It's a word, and it makes a lot of sense. Pookie, 2 out of 10. Not the biggest fan. And DTI, I mean, like, yeah, sure. 7 out of 10. It's a game. Glad you like to play it.